live. Let me set my phone down because I gotta get a log. Put my glove on here. Perfect. A little piece of wood here. Set my phone up on, and phone's almost dead, but that's okay. It's still sideways. You know, the vertical is here on the ground. 20 foot. Moving at locations away from the house. We're probably about 50, give or take good feet, 50 good take feet. Yeah. Highest point for me would be over there, but it's marginal error. I don't think it affects this ground plane too much. So, don't crush my coax though, because I don't really know where it's at. That's over there. Okay. I'm still not happy with that. Oh, that's in the ground. Yep. All right, round 3. I ain't gonna be able to pay attention to live chat stuff. Random stream. This poor T-post is kind of on the bent side of things, so yeah, that'll make it any easier. That's a lot better. It needs to be a steel pipe though, instead of running these T-posts down in the ground. A little bit more sturdier because these can bend easy. Bye bye, cricket. Thank you, boys. Sheep out here. That's mostly straight. It doesn't have to be the straightest. Ah! There they are. I see them over here. Bye bye, cricket. I hit solid rock. I hate Oklahoma sometimes. Yeah, that's solid rock. I'll make it force it. Because this has to go so deep in the ground. And I'm not cutting it. I mean, I can. But I don't feel like taking it out to the shop. I'm working on it. The top of it, I mean, that's solid, but it needs to be about like right here, and we're not quite there. There's a lot of stars. Holy cow. Let's see the smog in the air. There's not a lot, but there is. It's a tall tale of smog for smoke. Might have to move it about 2 feet this way. Yeah, about 2.5, almost 3. I hit rock's bottom over there, and it's about this far, with it being down in the ground. Deeper the better. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's in the ground. The top here has been pounded so hard. It's like smooth, and you go to the edges, it cut you. Being careful. Oh yeah, ain't no way. Yeah, there ain't no way I can get this out. Okay, I ain't taking a tractor over here and hook a chains up. Well, because if you cut it, if I cut, it's gonna be cut about right here. Hey, that's rock solid. I think I'm in so deep. It's too much on it. So all I have is rocks. That's too tiring. I don't think it'd be too hard to get a saw out here to cut it. Uh, what am I doing? Sorry, guys. Uh, oh my gosh, y'all. Uh, trying to pound a T-post in the ground so I can hook up this vertical HF antenna. Uh, and so I have coax right here. Get it away from the house because it was practically next to the house. And so it hit rock bottom here. And yeah, this would be too high for it because if I pull it off, the T-post, that white piece, needs to be about right here, give or take. That's what I'm doing. So I think we're gonna go get the Sawzall. That's why I call it a Sawzall, because it saws all. Get the pun. If not, well, I feel bad for y'all. So, I got keys. I'll be right back. Yeah, it'll take me like a minute to go grab it. First keys to the shop. I need a Sawzall. I'm gonna get an angle grinder, but
Would you please get me a beer on the fridge?
beer. Or I'll get you a beer. This is better than getting smacked with RF at 100 watts, which is still not bad, but still. Here, hand this bomb, will you? Thank you. Alright, I'm coming out here. Grab this first. It is dark out here. But the camera sucks at picking up everything. There's a load of stars out here, y'all. As my phone's at 1%. I think I'll pop it on the charger. Also, there's sheep. Good old sheep, Bubba and Cricket. Let's get the phone on the charger. It's at 1%, so I might lose you guys. Okay, we're back. Sorry, y'all. Live stream dropped there. The times I wish I had a portable battery. You know something? This flashlight has one. I forgot. Oh, where's the deal at? Here it is. A charger. Alright, guys, I'm back. I forgot the flashlight can charge the phone. Yeah, you can't see the stars out here, but I live in the middle of nowhere. No HOA restrictions. I could put a 2,000-foot tower up if I wanted to, and have a Yagi beam for each HF frequency, so I can have from 160. Actually, I could probably. These are the wrong keys. Here it is. Oh, so I know we're gonna probably lose you guys in here because Mel will build and everything. So I'm gonna set this down. If I lose you guys, just stay tuned. It'll come back. If the sawzall don't cut it, I'll just take the angle grinder just in case. Oh, well, figure out which toolbox has my sawzall. That's also a grinder with teeth on it. Ugh. I never had 30 viewers in a live stream. It's quite crazy. I think you guys might be a little on the sick side. Might want to check your temperature. Not unless you guys just kind of like clicked on it and aha, here's my sawzall. Which blade do I want to bring? I ain't cutting wood, cutting metal. So we'll go with this blade. Get this blade in here. Come on. I was afraid of that. How's everyone's not going so far? I know I'm not the most entertainer, but that's always okay. To in the live stream here because I don't think this thing is charging as fast as I want it to. Because we're already down to 1%. We was at 9, and now we're back down to 1%, which sucks. And so gotta make sure it works, So I'll probably let the phone die out. Who knows? Hands are kind of full. Got Bubba and Cricket over there. Need to cut the birds out of their wool. Hi, boys. Let me drop all this real quick and see why we ain't charging. There we go. Sheep. But yeah. Any questions? I don't care answering anything. Don't know whether I'll go back to the stump. A little piece of log here gets the job done. Oh yeah. try to figure out rather if I can get this set. Sorry guys, we're back. Alrighty. Because if I cut it, it's gonna be throwing sparks anyway. And the grass is kind of dry, so it's kind of an alternative. Oh shit. Like actually. I guess the battery fell out of it. Let me go grab it. Actually. Yeah, let me just grab it. Hi, bye, bees. Alrighty, everybody. And we're back up on air, kind of. It was supposed to be 30 FPS, but I guess we get stuck with 60. The other phone died. Sorry it took so long, y'all. I had to swap to the other phone. So let me figure out where. I was hoping my flashlight here would be charging my phone, but it wouldn't charge it. It'd charge it for a couple of seconds and stop. So, guess womp womp. So, unfortunate, but that's okay. Let me go in and get it. I've seen bigger. Good enough. Actually, I want to put my knees on these. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. I won't be able to read chat. My phone's too far away for me to see the little font on the screen, so just bear with me. While I get this bad boy tightened down. Oh, yeah. We're cutting the lock. Oh, yeah. There we go. I'll tell you all what, I'm tired. The pounding this, trying to get as deep as I possibly can into the ground was a pain in the rear. Alright, I think that's tight enough on the base. Alright, let me read chat real quick for a minute. Why are we moving antennas? Because it was like 5 feet from my house. And it performs better when it's kind of out here in the open. Even at high frequencies. This antenna I'm working on is actually the bottom of it right here. This is the beginning of the antenna. It's about 20 foot or so tall. And yeah. And I just got coax for it today, where that way I can do this to it. It just helps perform better, especially on things like 10 meters. My 10 meters is almost dead out here. And so I've moved the antenna to another location before. Whenever I was doing a live stream at the club site, and 10 meters was a lot more alive. Now, of course, this was during a contest, you know, so of course it's going to be a little bit more alive, because if you have 5 stations, you know, you can only have practically 1 station per band. So, and you know, you want to be too close to each other. And whenever you have a lot of stuff going on with HF around everything, you use stuff like bandpass filters to help keep those other signals away that are close to you. This antenna is good for 10 meters, 15, 20, and 40. So none of the work bands, and it doesn't do 80 or 160. I'm sure if someone did a loading coil on it, you could probably get away with 80. Alright, now we do the other side. I'd still prefer a bar to be on this. Well, not a barn. But something like, you know, I'm going the wrong way. It just does better out here, and I have the connector for it over there for the coax line. I have an InFed, which, I mean, it works good, but this is more Omni than the InFed would be, and it's a little bit more efficient is the best way to put it. So I don't even know how long my feed line is from here to the where it goes into the radio at. It's probably about 100 plus feet. I'm still not very happy with its verticalness. It's not very straight as I would want it to be. Kind of leans one way. It's because of the base for it. It's leaning a lot more than what I'd like it to do. Might loosen it up and try and move it around just a little bit. Just for like signal? Yeah, for transmitting and receiving. It helps it across the transmitting and receiving. So 28 up to like 30 something megahertz for 10 meters. 10 meter band itself is pretty big, but there's a lot of other bands out there. So you'd use something like 15 meters, which is 21 megahertz, around that range. So it's similar to CB if you're familiar with CB, except this requires a license and you got to study for it. But it allows me to play with fun stuff like this. And instead of being limited to like something like a 5 watts, a lot of the band limitations are around 1,500 watts. So more power, but I just run 100 watts because I don't have like 4,000 to drop on an amplifier. And these right here are called down radials, and it just makes the antenna more efficient, but I'll spread them out instead of being stranded like they are right now. They'll each be individual wires when I get done. But I gotta loosen the antenna up and move it around on the pole that I just got done driving in the ground and then cutting off the top because I couldn't get it no deeper. Hit solid rock and I was trying to get it undone, and I couldn't get it to budge at all because I was just going to move it like a 5 foot or so, around 2 or 3 feet maybe, the most would be 5. Just moving it away to see if that will help. And so I'm just going to loosen up the bottom here. I have a bunch of other antennas. I have one on top of the roof, but that's for 2 meters and 70 centimeters. That's kind of a local chat type of thing. So if I wanted to work a repeater in my town, I could work a repeater in my town just off of it. And which is nice. Or it doesn't have to be quite local. I have probably about a 70 or so mile range just on 2 meters and 70 centimeters, but my range with this antenna, well, can vary on band conditions because it's high frequency. So the farthest I've talked on this antenna is Canary Islands by Africa, but I have an infed and I've talked to Australia on that infed before on 10 meters during the contest. So but that station was running a Yagi, which is a directional beam antenna, so it makes your signal from omni to a beam, and so you point your beam. So like if I point it this way, I'm shooting my signal this way. If I point it this way, it'll stop going this way and start going that way. Technically, omnis do have some kind of omni to them, and which is perfect, honestly. Perfectly fine. It's just if you can, I just like my omni beams more, or not omni beams, but my omnidirectional antennas more for just simplicity. You know, you pop them up and you have an antenna that can still do practically the same stuff. I've talked to Chile. I've talked to several countries off of just this antenna. Usually on 20 meters, I like to hop around on 20. Yesterday was doing Saturday was doing a field day live, and which is where I was on a little battery running 25 watts, making more contacts in the club, and they were inside on 100 watts, while I was just out here, not out here where I'm at right now, but I was at a different location. Yeah, 25 watts is more than plenty to make really long DX contacts, and that's what we call it for long distance, is a DX. And DX is pretty cool because you can play like bingo, as in each state you get different deals as you log them in something like QRZ, which is a program that you would use to log the contacts you've made with other stations. even if they're in your own same country or state, you can still use it to log. I use Ham RS, hammers all together. Hotel Alpha, Mike, Romeo Sierra, and let's see here. Yeah, that's what it really is. Just, like I said, requires a license, but you get to play with radios and stuff like that. It's a fun hobby. If you are interested, there's a lot of videos on about getting licensed. I used Ham Radio Prep, and I took my technician and general all online because it just kind of fit my time that I could test for it. So yeah, you do have to test. The tests aren't terrible. I'd say they're probably, for your technicians, 30 questions, but you have to study for about 300, 350. And you kind of have to know them all. And I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it sounds scary. It's not. I think the more scarier part is just trying to get on air and talk and get over the shy mic part. Like there's times like, oh yeah, I really want to push the PTT, but I'm scared to talk. I'm a general, and that's what allows me to talk on the high frequencies. With the tech, you can go on the upper side portion of the band, a single side band of it, which is like so if you ever go to your radio and you use AM, that with sideband, it suppresses the AM signal. So it's technically AM in a way, but it's much more narrower. So you go from like 9 kilohertz wide to about 3.5 kilohertz wide. And I think 10 meters is only 2.5 or 2.8 kilohertz wide. So which is why 10 meters works pretty good when it's opened. So a lot of times you can make a really good DX contact off of 10 meters when it's opened. During the winter times, like it is right now, it's pretty quiet. Summer times, it peaks back up. And if you're like in the Canadian, it kind of depends. Like if you're not in the U.S., then you don't. Getting licensed is different because I'm not really familiar with Europe. Getting licensed in Europe. I've heard Norway on this, and I've heard some Middle Eastern countries off of this antenna here. And these right here is just makes the antenna more efficient. These are ground, so you can technically touch this while you're transmitting. It won't hurt you, but if you touch this while you're transmitting, you're more likely going to get burnt. Especially at higher. Okay, that was weird. My mom started calling me. I could get a new plate for this. This antenna is also like 20 or so years old. It came out of a dumpster, basically. I don't really know why they were throwing it away. I picked this up at a friend's house. It wasn't in his dumpster. He actually got it out of the dumpster. Okay. That should be a little more better. If I need to, I can adjust the bottom and see if that helps make it more vertical. Because you want this to be vertical as possible. And at times I wish I had my four-wheeler. I'd hook it up and pull it over just a hair. Around the base, of course. So let me see if I can try and move the antenna. Let's see if you get anything else saying here. Nothing else. It's been said. Cool. Shockingly, 1 viewer. We had like 30 viewers a minute ago. So, which was more unshocking than anything. I've never seen 30 views on a single live. At least for me, I'm pretty boring of a person. And I don't want to pull on the antenna, I want to pull on the mount. So I might have to go get some kind of pipe and stick it on top and pull it over. Just trying to get this more vertical. So let me go get a piece of pipe and see if I can bend this on over more. So I don't need these tools, so I'm gonna go ahead and take some of the stuff back to the shop. Guys, I'll be right back to sit here momentarily. Alright. Sorry about the time there, guys. It just turned 2 in the morning for the best way. Alright. Bro lives in Europe. Well, I'm going to say this, though. Getting licensed in Europe is a little different. And I haven't talked to a European station yet. It is my goal. And yeah, well, get some good sleep. Ooh, I tell you what, you get these gloves off, it's cold. So I got some pipes here. Get a square tube first, try. I doubt it'll fit, but... hammer. I might have to tie something to it just to pull it over. Which isn't hard. I mean, I have the stuff for it. I just don't like tying stuff for it. Okay. This ain't gonna work. Which is why you bring bigger and longer pipes. Wouldn't it be hard to get something to go around the base and just pull it over and make it more vertical? Guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go and drag that. So I like to have a perfectly straight header. Alright, anchor, basically, so that way I can pull it over. And you want to use stuff that isn't conductive, because this piece is supposed to be isolated. So, yeah. You don't want it conductive, because it'll ground out the antenna and create issues. So, I don't think it's going to work out the way I need it to. I genuinely think it'd probably just be better to clip it on. I tell you what, working these clips with a glove on is not fun. Yeah, it'll work. Gotta find the eye hook here. And get this all nice and tight. Let's get this taken care of. Oh. Alrighty. This also isn't very like heavy gauge to rope either, so it's only gonna work good for so much weight. And I'm gonna need a flashlight over here where way I can see how much weight I need to push on the antenna. Pretty sure I hit solid rock. Oh yeah, that's solid rock. I'll tell you what, this ground is hard. Kinda. Probably need like another one to pull it up more. Yeah, there we go. Alright guys. There it is. Let me go get my nails.
You still working on that?
Yeah. Almost done. There we go. There's a hammer. I have to nail this into the ground. I tell y'all what, we got a lot of hard rocks out here. Especially over here. I smell fire. Smells good. Okay. And good traffic spot. That's a lot more better. A little on the tighter side, but it'll be fine. Yeah, nails off the ground here, and they just walk around and stake them in the ground. Usually works. The little ring terminals on the end right there can get these right. I don't want to lose these nails, because that'd be bad, because I'd be the one out here picking it up, or repairing a tire, or so replacing one. Yeah, kind of tight, but not too tight. Oh. Good thing I have like 1,000 feet of this almost, but it feels like, not really, I don't really know how long it is though. That's a lot more of an angle than I would like, but yeah, it'll be fine. He'll do. Thanks. Lag is over. Yeah, sorry about that, Ham Radio Elmer. Is sitting here. I'm not really paying enough attention to chat. I'm just setting up ground radials right now. And get this thing back up on air. Now that I got the coax today. Paid $25 for this. For like 100-something foot. My friend was just trying to get rid of it because a lot tighter than what I'd like it to be. There we go. And too loose. That's a little better. There's not back to one though. Oh well. I'm gonna have to move some of these radials around. Just a hair. Yeah. Give me a minute here, y'all. And, yeah, just setting these radials in. I'm gonna have to adjust some of them. Rest of the T-post, square tube, wrench here. Got my pocket. T-post driver needs to move. Sorry here, guys. I'm just reading chat. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to move these radials more. I really figured that. That's okay. I can just pull them up. Ow. Oh shoot. Alrighty. Move these out of the way. Okay, that's solid rock. Okay, let's check around here. Make sure all these radials are at least somewhat decent.
Come back in. Later.
Yeah, they're about right. I think it'd just be this one radial I need to move. And yeah, we'll be ready to get on air once I clean up the feed line here.
You got my garage door open?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, there ain't no light on in there, but the door's open.
It's because I have your T-post driver and I had a bar because I was trying to pull the pole over a little more. A lot more tired than what I want it to be. Ain't gonna lie. That's okay. And then tomorrow I can move them if I need to. That's pretty much everything. I'll set these here for come on, there we go. CU, I'm about a little confused about your question there. What it is cold. Just kind of finishing the last bit here. I don't really need like the last 20 feet of this. You know, I already have this connected to the radio, so I'm gonna get it pulled around this. And there's the other HF antenna that runs down through here. So, yeah, that's lovely. Let me we'll put this out here for now. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright, pull this out of the window. All the way to the front of the house. That's sad. Oh, I still have that much. That much room. Or that much coax line left is enough to make it where I can get the feed line to go all the way into the house. Which is crazy to think about. You know, but like what I do with everything else. Just nail it down, it'll be good. Oh yeah. Alright guys, we're gonna have a flashlight where I can see. Yeah, I can actually run a proper live stream too. That way y'all can hear. Alrighty. So, just to save battery. Yeah, just pull this left through. It gave me more coax than what I really did. I'm not gonna lie about that. That's kind of like you run outside and doing what you have left to get it nice and pretty. Dang, 38, almost done. Good Lord. Oh, you know what? I was thinking we was stuck. I mean, we are. But I thought that was all. Better to get all this inside there. Lovely. And curl it into a coil. There's a dead grasshopper in there. See, this thin stuff here is LMR 240. This right here is RG8-U, and this is LMR 400. This stuff right here is the expensive high-end coax. But it goes to my vertical antenna up there. It's about 5'9". It doesn't look very tall from here. Being on the back, it doesn't look short, but standing right next to it, it's quite tall. Okay. It like nails and just tack it down. Call it good. Just well, this reminds me of RG58, just a little bit more stiffer. Bottom. Alright, I think these ground radials are pretty well set. It's somewhat vertical, mostly. So, there we go. Alright, let's clean up. I can worry about this later because it's kind of only temporary. If I was doing this, I'd be digging a shovel and a little trench to go all the way out here, and there'd be a PVC pipe at the bottom of that. Yeah, there'd be a flower bed around this, just to keep people out of it. Yeah. The radial's about 8 foot, so 16 foot, I guess, would be from one end to the other, so it's supposed to be actually 8.5 foot. I cut them wrong. Leave that to me, though. Let's go inside and get this thing fixed. Now, I want to roll up, really just sit down here. Gotta find my twist ties here and twist tie these together. Oh shoot. This ain't long enough. I guess I'll just zip tie it and call it good. Nine o'clock already. So soon. Black tape works good.
happens there. So, anyway, yeah, it was good CW session, and thanks for giving me the call. Boy, that would have been...
Yeah, she'll tune it. Lovely too.
Thanks for the wake-up call there, and we'll catch you then on Saturday. WA6 PKB from KB 7A, 73 Atlanta.
That's for California. I think California stations that they're talking to. So, alright guys, let me get some stuff put up. You're so hot. It's almost too hot.
there was a little mono FM, AM tuners, and they were the earlier ones from the ones I built. I built a couple tuners, but I wish I kept them now, because as far as selling them or something, they weigh very much, so you ship them, and they both work. And I just had this whole stack of old high-fly gear, and a friend of mine said he wanted, but then he said he wasn't going to come and pick them up. And I just took the whole stack of old high-fly gear into the electronics cafe at the dump here. I don't know, I just ended up with so much equipment that I'm at that stage again, and a bunch of this, got a whole lot of colorful, like the old colorful stuff, that it's gotta go bye-bye. It's just,
Everybody knows I hate you all in every way. They turn your back on me, I hurt and so against the wall. What I really want to say is fuck you all. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. I hate all of you, say fuck you all. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. I hate all of you, say fuck you all. When you ask me for advice, when you tell me where to go, the only thing I can think is fuck you all. When you tell me what to do, when you say something untrue, the only thing I can think is fuck you all. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. I hate all of you, so yeah, fuck you all. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. I hate all of you, yeah. Fuck you all.
that was like 40 over here. That was some kind of power, too. Problem is, well, here's the name there. Her name here says, Delta Alpha Victor Echo, over. I hope that makes somebody feel better. What an idiot.
Guys, I'm going to end the live here. I'll see y'all around 7:30.